Do you know one technical term that annoys me? And if you're reading the current title of the video, you will know what that is, which is refurb versus second-hand. I do believe there's also second-hand repaired phones and devices, more than perfectly fine with that. The dilemma I have, and my point of this argument, is that refurb is just corporate speak for second-hand. What do I mean by that? For example, you go and you buy a refurbished phone off the internet. Refurbished could simply mean that they wiped the phone from their previous owner. They've wiped the data off there, gave it a wipe over with an a microfiber cloth and some Windex, and they called it a day. They called that refurb, which is definitely not necessarily the case. Where I see that as not being refurbished, that is second-hand. Refurbished, the refurbished term I really do not like. Basically because it doesn't tell you what the true history of the device is. You don't know if it's had a battery replacement, you don't know if it's had a screen replacement, you don't know if the back glass, the battery, the screen, the front sensors have all been replaced, and it's essentially a 40% new phone. You don't know that because it's just come to you as a refurbished phone. My argument is that I like to repair phones, I like to fix phones, and then I like to sell phones. Usually in that scenario, where I can buy a broken phone, I can replace the screen, I can replace the battery, I put it up, and then I'm completely transparent about the parts that have been replaced. People come to me, they know what they're getting. It might be an iPhone 12 with a new screen and a new battery. Cool, easy. They know what they purchased, I know what's been done to it. I have people come in with a refurbished phone, and I look at it and go, your battery's been replaced, your charging port's been replaced, your cameras have been replaced. I don't know what happened to this phone to need all those things to make it economical for them to actually repair it and sell it. But also think of just the simple fact of one-on-one care. If a person is replacing a single phone, they can tell you all the history about that. If you were selling thousands of phones at once, there's a very high chance that the person wouldn't be able to give you an individual description on what's going on with each phone. I hate it also when you hear someone that goes, we have a 72-point check on all our devices, or a 100-point check, or 30-point check, or whatever point check. For the price some of these are selling for, I really doubtful they even did a thing. Especially when the other day I had an iPhone that was purchased refurbished. I got it, I looked at it, they said it wasn't charging. 6 weeks old, or 6 weeks old to them. Got the phone, looked at it, cleaned the charging port, blew it out. Oh yeah, it was just clogged. Why, as a refurbished phone, why was that simple step missed? That kind of stuff certainly annoys me. When such a simple task is missed, what else have they missed? If they haven't cleaned the charging port on there, what's the likelihood that the audio or the speaker grills are clogged and are running at about 50% efficiency? They don't know that. Purely by the amount of them that they're doing, they don't really care. They just want to clean it up, send it out the door. If there's a complaint, we'll send out another one. Because we have hundreds of them, as opposed to an individual selling one single phone that they fix up. You don't want to return the phone. You want the customer to leave happy and have no need to contact you again. Where a refurbished mob, they just go, send out another one, send out another one. That's all they need to do. So, personally, if I see something that says refurbished, I look at that and just think second-hand. If you wouldn't buy a second-hand device, why would you buy a refurb device? What makes it any different from buying from an individual? Anyway, that is a little bit of my rant. I could probably add a bit more to it, but that will do for today. So yeah, basically if I see refurb, I usually run. If I see second-hand and it looks to be in good condition from someone that seems to be relatively trustworthy, granted you can get bitten in the arse, but normally if I see someone that's neatly dressed, they have a new phone, the new phone's got a screen protector on it and a case, and I look at their old phone and it might have a tired battery, a single crack on the screen, but the frame of the phone looks to be okay, I'm usually more than happy to buy it. So usually you have to use your own individual judgment to see whether or not it's worthwhile purchasing before you put the money down on the table. Anyway, now I'll catch you later. Bye.